session with Rapha. So if you want to put some questions down, I'll give him some sensible ones.
Just want to repeat the question in the mic. Repeat the question when you say.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Can't do anything about it.
Rafa, have you tried militia, apparently? No, he doesn't even know what it is. So, no.
I haven't
No.
checked it. I know what it is. It's huge. Oh, good.
Someone wants to know if you think Kilson has stepped up his brain game.
Wow. At times, I look at it and I'm like, wow, he's playing really smart. And to be honest, other times I'm like, at all, I don't understand. Well, he's not the only player that does this. And I'm like, why are they taking these rails? And B, they're flicking them all the time, and yet they're hitting him. Like it's nothing, you know?
Does
But
that amaze you?
I think, well, he's improved his game since last year.
Yeah, he's definitely a different player.
His rail was always really strong. He's just using it differently.
Okay.
And his rockets have gotten better. And I think that's really what he needed to do, was get his rocket game up, and he's really improved in that area. So I think I'd have to say his brain game has stepped up too. You know?
Okay. Someone wants to know, have you tried playing any other games?
In what sense?
I don't know, trying to get into them competitively or recreationally?
I haven't tried getting into anything else competitively, but recreationally, as far as shooters go, I like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah?
It's fun. It's fun to play. Other than that, I play a bunch of random games whenever I get the chance. But honestly, I really try not to play so much anymore because even if I don't practice a lot for Quake, it can be really strenuous. And playing games a lot, sitting inside, I don't really like it so much. It's really important for me to get out, go do something, or be active. So
Yeah.
I try to limit myself to other things.
Okay. Someone wants to know, what's your average playing time for a week? Training and all that lot?
Okay. In between tournaments, let's say there's a lot of downtime for a long while. I'll play maybe an hour a night. Maybe a random night, there'll be some TDM or CTF or something like that, and I'll start playing, so it'll rack up. Other than that, could go a few days without playing, and then if I do play, just an hour. So the average is like an hour a day, and then right before tournament time, which is like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then I slowly start to build it up, play maybe 2-3 hours a night, and then obviously when I get to Europe, I make sure I play like 3 to 4 sets a day. So that's pretty on the map pool. That's between like 20 and 28 games, in a day. Yeah, and that's fine for me. But any more than that, which I've seen other players do, I find impossible for me to do. I can't
Really?
sit there and play 50 games in a day. That's
Do you get bored, frustrated, or just it's just can't? It's not enough energy.
I guess just not enough energy. Like it is strenuous to play on a high level like this, and I don't know. As for me, I can play maybe 2 sets sitting down, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I need a break.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually good because at tournaments, you get done with your match, you have waiting time, you can't play right away. Sometimes there's delays, so kind of helps you get used to it, to be honest.
I guess so. They want to know, do you tweak your mouse XL or your config, or do you just stick with what you have?
I just tweak with the smallest things. Like sometimes I'll get bored and I'll be like, I'm going to use draw gun for a while.
Yeah.
Or I'll just mess with the little things. Sensitivity, sometimes, actually, I end up having to mess with it a lot because, unfortunately, with the setup that I've been using, and since Windows 7 has came out, Vista, I didn't have this problem. But 7, for some reason, the hertz on older mice, or for some reason, just all of a sudden stop working half the time. Or it reacts differently. And there's this weird negative Excel that sometimes enables itself in Windows 7, and I've tried some fixes for it that people have suggested, and it hasn't helped me at all. So sometimes it'll still randomly happen, and I'm like, okay, well, now I need to find something that feels similar, and I got to tweak it little by little, but nothing too major. I've pretty much stuck with, since after the IEM finals in March, I was at 4.8 cents, 4.48 Excel. Since then, I've been between 5.0 cents, 5.5 cents, depending on how how I'm feeling on the day. And I actually, even though I say like I upped that because of whatnot, but I actually wanted to increase my sensitivity after the IEM finals. I felt like it was holding me back in a few situations, so I wanted to just tweak it a little bit.
Okay.
Someone
wants to know why Cypher didn't attack you in the last seconds of Hectic. If you
I've actually, if this is to be honest, and he forgot.
Yeah.
I made that mistake against him 2 years ago.
From what I heard, from what he told someone, he thought it was 6-all going into overtime.
Well, ESWC 2008, we were in the semifinals. We were playing on Nodium 9, and I knew I was down 1, and I had trapped him at the LG, and I thought for some reason I had 15 extra seconds, apparently.
Yeah.
I did not. So what I did is I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait here and hope maybe he'll try to get tricky and get nervous and run out, and I'll catch him. Nope, the timer ran out.
The buzzer went, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I feel so stupid. It does happen on rare occasion. If he did forget, I feel sorry for him, but that's the way it is sometimes when nerves get to you. But even if he did attack, I was at 100, and the yellow armor was coming up. So if I managed to grab that on his way in, he had to come to me.
Yeah.
I would have had first damage and stuff like that. It would have been really difficult. So
Not a mistake you're going to make again, I guess.
Yeah, I hope he never makes that mistake again. If that's actually what happened, because I know how bad it feels like doing it yourself, and I don't ever want that on anybody.
I also saw a question, which I guess we have to be our last since they're going to start, is why do you think Cooler can't beat Cypher?
A question to which you could give many different answers.
I think it's going to have to be a short one. But
let me say this, he has all the capability to do so. I think it's just his mentality.
Mental block? Or
Yes, I think so, to be honest. Maybe I can go into it more later, but I'd say it's a mental thing. And that's it. Otherwise, he can do it.
Well, I saw lots of great and appropriate questions. Sorry that I didn't pick all of them since they were so amazing. But I see Avec warming up. Yeah, Avec's warmed up. We have the maps. I don't know where's Strengths. Oh yeah, Strengths. Oh no, Strengths is there. So he's just come back from the toilet. So maps are anyway. DM13 Aero Walk T7. Strengths removing ZTN. Avec removing Hectic. That's a pretty standard map pool I would expect it from these two players.
It's going to be really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Especially if it goes to T7. Because sometimes Avec plays amazing on T7, and other times he seems really off. So, and with a player like Strengths, when his aim is on, you need to have that on game yourself. If you're off, it's not going to be good. That's no problem. Here, wait. Just get the IP, and then we'll type it in here instead of just quitting.
Yeah.